This today was incredible. The whole atmosphere felt like a playoff game. The crowd was in it. They came out and packed the stadium out. Just so glad to be able to be back to that atmosphere and, have that connection with the fans again. And it's something that, we'll all remember, especially on a big stage like this. It's great to have the fans out and, that great atmosphere to play in.
The value of the once highly exalted running back position has been fluctuating over the years. As some years back, coaches built their team around the players in this position, and later, the value dropped. In these times, however, the NFL coaches have formulated varying tactics that might be hard for even pundits to decipher. One team that has its game plan built around a player, not really the position, is the Tennessee Titans, and the player is Derrick Henry. Now this superstar is leading the NFL in rushing yards once again. But the craziest thing about that is he is doing this after already winning back-to-back rushing titles. Hate him or love him, you cannot deny how impressive that is. Now, it's not such a bad idea to build your team around such a talented superstar. After all, Henry is really the best running back in the game, and there's totally nothing wrong with putting your best foot forward, except that you don't want to overwork that foot till it goes numb and you can't use it anymore. That is what nobody is noticing about Derrick Henry, and that's what we'll be looking at in this video. However, before we go deep into it, ensure you leave a like on this video if you're a fan of Derrick Henry. Also, if you would like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 13, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment on the hidden message. Good luck. Without warning, Derrick Henry has become this safety dismantling linebacker outrunning monster we've come to love and enjoy seeing. And the man has been excellent at it, to the glory and entertainment of the Titans fans. Coming into this year, the star averaged 3.8 yards for every carry in 4 games. That is really a pedestrian figure giving way to an impressive 5.9 by the 12th game. Almost 2,200 rushing yards have been recorded as the range covered by the runner in a season that has about 17 games. Another great running back that's on his level is Larry Johnson, who has set a whopping record of 416 rushing attempts. Meanwhile, our very own Henry is getting closer to rushing attempts of over 481. This will completely overshadow Johnson's record, providing that our superstar is not slowing down anytime soon. Larry covered over 1,800 yards during his heydays. He then proceeded for nearly 2,000 in the 5 seasons that followed shortly before he retired from football. Our 27-year-old is another dimension of his own, and it seems only he can stop him. Pundits are just about driving themselves nuts asking, how long is Henry going to keep up with this trend? The superstar RB is fantastic, even in a plethora of physical specimens. As we have seen many times his games, it's becoming more evident that he has the best qualities of the 2 greatest runners in the team's history. Henry has the ability to charge into the trenches like Eddie George powerfully. This dude troubles linebackers while also outruns safeties just like Earl Campbell. Just like a cherry on the icing, our star RB is a 247-pound player. That's amazing. Like a 127 pounds marathoner. Henry's most significant advantage is far beyond his vision, as well as explosiveness. Our superstar has the unique ability to be on the move late in games when most players start experiencing fatigue. This incredible feature of our runner has resulted in enormous gains for the team, but unfortunately, its downside is the massive workload on it. Since 2018, a particular player like Ezekiel Elliott recorded a terrific 250 touches. However, Elliott's effectiveness dropped significantly due to his reports of his recent overuse. The running back is pushing for a feat that has not been yet achieved since 1979, which is to become the NFL player with the most severe rushing attempts in 3 consecutive seasons. Walter Payton is the only RB who has done it from age 22 to 25, accumulating over 300 carries in 6 years, with 5 All-Pro honors in the 8 years that preceded the achievement. It is clear that our star is looking forward to the going past, if possible, the feats of Peyton. Now, Peyton is arguably the best RB in the league's history, so maybe we should pipe down with the comparisons. The thing is, with the rate Henry is going, it's hard to imagine him not grinding to a halt soon. As I stated earlier, at 247 pounds, this star is easily the biggest guy among those doing the kind of things he's doing. By January next year, he'll be 28, and most likely with the same, if not more, workload than before. Right now, we don't have the Wolverine level of healing that Henry would need going forward because he has not really been faced with season-ending injuries since going pro. The fact is that running backs are very susceptible to wear, and having to carry your team makes things worse. But who knows, maybe Derrick is an exception to this fact. We will soon find out though. As it stands, Derrick is already in a unique stratosphere of former MVPs and soon-to-be Hall of Famers. Generally, the immense workload of the Titan attack would be a severe concern for most tailbacks, but for Henry, it is just the latest, and he's ready for it all. Our star is known for high-use throwbacks and is capable of pulling the Titans' offense to prosperity. And to be frank, Tennessee is not really irresponsible by squeezing over 30 touches per match for him. They're clever. This man really works his body, as you can see from the last 2 seasons where he recorded about 390 carries along with 2,200 yards overall. He even welcomes collision as he's rushed 787 times within that time frame while being the heaviest runner to go over 2,000 yards. All this points to one thing, and that is Henry's performance will be a nosedive before this season is out. But just how much nosediving we should expect remains unknown. This is not a negative perspective from us. It's just natural because there's only so much you can have to give. Many opponents also know this, and it must be said that they look forward to today when you don't have to fear playing against Henry. A day when the Titans team will recognize, like most clubs, that there's only one ball and 11 hustling for control of it. Then the team will have to be more balanced with every player, contributing as much as possible in every game. After the game against Colts in September, Henry successfully recorded his 6th consecutive 100 rushing yard game against an opponent from South AFC. The last man to achieve this was Vikings star runner Adrian Peterson in the 2011-2012 seasons. Everybody has to consistently bring something to the table to keep the engine of a franchise running smoothly. When the responsibility of carrying a team falls to one man for years, as it has for Derrick Henry, it's only a matter of time before everything starts to fall apart. After all, no one man can do it all. Henry gets handed the ball a crazy amount of times in every game, and it will eventually wear him down. And with that, we bring an end to today's video. So what are your thoughts on Derrick Henry? Do you think he needs to slow down? Do you agree that the workload will eventually wear him down? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and hit that notification bell to ensure you don't miss our next video and other videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep safe.